We welcome you back to Fairfax, Virginia with one semifinal already in the books. Time to find out who will challenge UCLA on Saturday for the national championship. Penn State and Hawaii meet for a second time this year. Tonight carries the biggest ramifications. One of them will punch their ticket to the final match on the calendar. The other will see a remarkable season come to an end. For the Rainbow Warriors for the past 2 years, it's been an island of supremacy. Back-to-back champions looking to do what no team has done during their lifetime. 1984, the last time we saw any program win a title for a third straight year. For the past decade, we've seen 5 teams repeat, but unable to find that third crown. Can Hawaii move on to punch their ticket and have a date with the Bruins on Saturday, or will it be the Nittany Lions who just shook off their own rival Buckeyes of Ohio State in the last round? Lincoln Rose, along with Jay Hosick, who, of course, happens to call this place home sweet home. Tonight, it's the biggest island of them all here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. As the Rainbow Warrior fans have made the trek to the Eastern Time Zone, you have a feeling they didn't wait till they punched their ticket. They were confident they'd be playing Virginia at this point.
I'll tell you what, these are two of the most storied programs in the country, and Hawaii is looking to revenge that match earlier in the year that Penn State took from them in their own home gym. Penn State travels really well. Hawaii travels even better. Their fans, some of the most voracious in the country, they are in here in full support tonight to cheer on their bows. These guys are absolutely going to get after it. This is going to be a dog fight.
For many of you, if you didn't make the trip and you followed Hawaii all year long, sorry to interrupt your late lunch. But this evening, it is the Rainbow Warriors and the Nittany Lions. One will move on. These two teams played once on the island. It was these Nittany Lions who knocked off the defending champs. They'll need to do it again.
Tough to do, but in an environment like this, it can be done. Two of the best setters in the country going after it tonight against each other. Cole Bogner, Yakatella.
Opening serve from Tella, your National Player of the Year. As Hawaii, the coaches have them at number 1, committee had them at number 2, RPI at number 3. Penn State, coaches had them at 3, RPI at 2. But they had to carry a bit more of a burden. Played 2 days ago, the same day Hawaii was getting into town, as Hawaii sat back and watched Penn State win in 4 sets against the Buckeyes. Southpaw delivery from Cal Fisher.
Not a surprise, the two opposites, Demetrius and Fisher, going to be two guys that both teams are going to rely on heavily, get the first 2 swings for the match, both for kills.
Barros Hakas, the first team All-American with the serve. 34 aces coming into this weekend. Unimpressed by the resume, Brett Wildman, the grad student from just down the road, Virginia Beach, VA. A little bit of a homecoming for him.
Another transition baseball player into volleyball, one of the best arm swings in the country.
And he will put that arm on display here with the serve. An error will give the point back over to Hawaii.
Brett Wildman, when his arm gets warm and going, will hit into the 70s on the regular.
Hawaii out of the Big West, along with Long Beach State, who saw their season come to an end in a convincing sweep from UCLA earlier. Penn State out of the EIVA. Well, there's no question about the elevation. The only doubt was whether it could land in. It does not. An error on the swing.
A rarity for Fisher. He normally does not have many of those in a match. If he gets it out of the way now, that's a good sign.
Guilherme Voss, first team All-American out of Brazil. On the right side. That'll carry wide.
Toby Ezeonu, one of the best middles, getting in the air, super high and fast. When he takes away an area you might want to swing into and you got to change direction, he's in your airspace so much, it's tough to go around.
you'll forgive some of our student athletes if adrenaline's taking over early on and leads to some mistakes. We were dark in this house for about 7 minutes with highlight package after highlight package being played for these two programs for this heavyweight battle. They are amped up, and the only individuals who are more excited for this match than these two teams are their fan bases who have helped pack the house.
No doubt about it. This place is filling up to capacity tonight.
Ezeonu, the junior out in New Jersey, has hit .500 this year in the 12 games against top 25 foes.
Big swing from Demetrius on the right side. You're going to see his name a lot in the coming years playing professionally overseas, leaving after his second year at Hawaii.
Well, it's been side out so far here in this opening set. A back and forth affair, setting up the serve from Muklius. There's a great Greek pipeline these days to Hawaii. We'll have more on that. But no time for story time. Owen Rose intervenes, the sophomore from Long Island.
Great pass there from Penn State, keeping him in system, giving Owen a chance to get up and get one of his own, showing them that he's here for the match.
And Penn State won the only meeting this year with Hawaii. They split this year with UCLA, should they meet for a third time on Saturday. Hawaii was 1-0 against UCLA, so the Bruins may have some doubts, regardless of which side meets them on the other side of the bracket. Charlie Wade rocking his formal attire. Back-to-back Big West Head Coach of the Year. Here's Chaz Galloway. First team to win a serve. Do we advance that team?
I don't know. I was just admiring Charlie wearing his Sunday best, actually tucking in his Hawaiian shirt tonight. Normally wearing it out.
That might be violating protocol. Over the left pin, that'll carry for a free ball opportunity for Penn State. Could not win the joust. Instead, it's Hawaii accepting gifts.
Got to give kudos to Penn State trying to get that back over. Unfortunately, just a hair too tight. Hawaii didn't have to do much except stand there and take care of business.
Mentioned the Greek pipeline, Kostas Theodorides, who was your National Player of the Year twice while he was with Hawaii and was with them on that 02 national squad. That ultimately had to be returned. He is here tonight to watch a couple of his countrymen.
Fisher being patient up there, just watching the set. It's a high ball out of system. Didn't want to go early, just wanted to make sure he got up there in the right time. Nice job by Cal.
So Owen Rose with the serve. Back set to the right pin, fired down the line, but out the air.
The Greek flying high, seeing the line wide open, takes a rip at it and just misses it by a couple inches. Big swing there. This is an average night's attendance for Hawaii back home. They're used to this kind of atmosphere.
Bouncing right back, Spiros Hakis, the two-time All-American.
Get a pass like that to the left side. Most systems are the middle blocker's going to commit with the middle just because, and it's a one-on-one situation. I like to hit his chances, especially Spiros.
See if the Rainbow Warriors can string a couple of points together. Tella from one pin to the other. The swing from Wildman. The answer from Hawaii. They go back to Muklius. He'll be turning pro. He's a junior. He's foregoing his last year of eligibility. Versus his dad, the former Greek national team coach. Been around the sport his entire life. The Norwegian, Tella. 121 aces in his career, tied for the most for that decorated program at Hawaii, but off the mark that time.
I wouldn't be surprised if he breaks it during this week sometime.
Fisher Senior out of Pittsburgh. Your tournament MVP in the conference tournament this past week in the EIVA. They beat George Mason, and Princeton. Into the pin, off who?
Off Wildman. Looks like he threw it a little bit from behind, unfortunately.
Got to live up to that name.
Yep.
Did a 360 midair, looked for a reverse tap into the pin.
Just missed it. What a pass.
And they take advantage. Ezionu will get the termination on that one, but how about the effort of his teammate?
66-mile-an-hour serve and an even better pass out of it. That's a great play. Ezionu, easy pickings.
Into the block, back over to the Nittany Lions. On the attack line, off the left hand of Fisher. Into the triple block. And able to tool it for the point.
Hawaii looking for a touch on Koval, didn't get it. Lots of great hitter coverage right there, giving their team a second and third chance to get a kill. It's a nice job by the Lions.
The junior from Poland able to win the point. And it's Penn State up by 2. Hitting 250 here early on.
Oh.
Looking for their second ace.
Wildman serves 67 his first one, 69 his second one. Now he's at 70. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Nolan Ryan back in the day. Unbelievable.
Timeout, Hawaii, your two-time back-to-back national champions. Right now trailing in this opening set. It's winner moves on. Team that comes up short will have a slightly longer offseason than desired.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300?
Really?
And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them.
$300? That's a lot of money. Once you take it out, it's just never the same.
The color always kind of fades.
Add Downy to your wash to protect your clothes. Downy does more than detergent alone. It smooths and conditions fibers, so clothes look newer, longer. See?
This one looks brand new, like it just came off the rack.
I can't get over the smell.
Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
It went 4 sets back on March 10th when Penn State went to Hawaii and picked up the victory. Dean Rose along with Jay Hosick, what stands out to you in terms of Penn State able to find their stride early here in the opening set?
It's what Penn State's done so well all year long. They stay in system so often. And Cole Bogner is one of those setters that he likes to run a fast offense. He can only do that when you're in system. And right now, Penn State's just rolling because they're still in system. Hawaii having a little bit of a tough time breaking their stride.
Again, the grad student Wildman. 33rd NCAA appearance for Penn State. Won their first title in '94, won their most recent title in '08. And that's not the response that Charlie Wade's looking for coming out of a timeout.
Wildman again, that arm proving to be a real weapon. Just brings so much with that ball. It's got a little bit of wobble sometimes, spin both directions. Very dangerous.
When you're a 35-time EIVA conference champion, you give yourself a chance for NCAA postseason. Wildman was the only one who can break his own serve.
Pab's okay with that. Got a few points there on his serve, and he's going to get a few more as the night goes on. He got a nice little comfortable few-point lead right now.
Hawaii on an 11-match winning streak. Their only 2 losses this year, Long Beach State and Penn State. They knew they would see at least one of them this week.
Keone Penn, good server of his own.
At the left pin, Michael Kowal makes quick work of it.
Toby's been working on this jump serve this year. He's normally a jump floater. He's been working on this spinner all year long. It's got a nasty little wobble to it. Very tough to pass.
You saw them recently, as I mentioned. Don't know if we know whether Ezionu is 100% or not on that left ankle of his, in which he took a knock against George Mason.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's slowed down much. Looks like he's okay now. See how the match wears on, see how he does.
Muklius with the serve. Eyes in the back of the head of Cole Bogner. Your two-time Player of the Year in the EIVA, recognized first-team All-American this week.
Doing a little setter dump behind the head in zone 4. Usually doesn't fall against liberos. Sure just missed that.
As Bogner will have the serve. It's his third overall All-American recognition. Great calming presence on that side for Hawaii. They try to get back on track.
Demetrius looks like he takes a little off on that swing, just hitting a little roller into the donut of the court. It's a great shot when you know you got a well-established block and you don't want to just bang away from that far off. Just roll it over the top, put it in the center. It's a great roll.
UCLA sitting back and awaiting the winner of this one on Saturday. That clash will be on ESPN2. Galloway. Right side into the block, access denied. That's Cole Hoagland on the left side, the junior from Oahu. His brother's already playing professionally in Japan in basketball. He's a dual citizen, both Japan and in the States.
Penn State doesn't normally like to run Kobo on the right side in row 1.
Right down the middle, and able to get that one to Karam for a point for Penn State. They were in action 2 nights ago, 4 sets in that rivalry against Ohio State. Though they and the Buckeyes don't share a conference. That's how you get a team back on track. Galloway right down the middle.
Both these teams well-versed in running the big. Chaz Galloway, one of the best in the country. Brett Wildman, one of the best in the country. You guys want to learn how to run the big correctly? Watch these two boys at work.
So when talking about the 2 losses for Hawaii, they had some excuses. And a bug had gone around, stomach bug, before their matchup against Long Beach State. But they had no excuse for Penn State. Penn State just served them out of the gym. As the Nittany Lions very much earned that road win against the back-to-back champs. It's not surprising to Hawaii themselves that Penn State's giving them a fight here in this opening set.
And here come the Bows, putting a couple points together.
Akana with an ace. Senior from Honolulu. Started off at BYU before returning to the island. And a little concern, that lead for Penn State has evaporated. Timeout, Mark Pavlik and the Nittany Lions here in set 1 of the national semifinals.
JC tried Gain Flings for the first time the other day. The scent made quite an impression. It was like that towel and JC were the only 2 left on Earth. But they weren't. You can always spot a first-timer. Gain Flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze. Seriously good scent. Love Gain Flings? Love our dryer sheets, too.
We should be more sustainable. Amazon Business can steer us toward more sustainable products. I feel good. What's next?
It's a car that runs on positive vibes.
I love people.
Amazon Business, partnering with enterprise leaders for smart business buying.
Along with Jay Hossick, Lincoln Rose with you as Hawaii, your back-to-back national champions after Long Beach State had gone back-to-back. In 5 straight programs have won 2 in a row. Hawaii looking to stretch it to 3. When UCLA won in '84, that was actually their 4th consecutive. Hawaii trying to do something nobody has done since then and win 3 in a row. Easier said than done, as we're finding out. All 4 of our semifinalists, credible national champions. We're down to 3 teams. And by the end of the night, we'll have our championship pair. And Long Beach State, Penn State, all these states, I believe Long Beach is our 51st if I am keeping count. But Penn State inches back ahead. Apologies to Puerto Rico.
Oh, anywhere in the net. You can hit it at PJ Skidoo's. You can hit it at Moose McGillicuddy's. Just anywhere but the net.
Are those NIL deals?
I'm gunning for him, Lincoln. I'm trying. You know, the kids can get them. Why can't the coaches?
Serve coming up for Jakob, your National Player of the Year. Oh, hanging up there. A little delicate touch from Fisher in midair. Great job saving it by Bogner to keep the chance alive, but it's the fans who made their way with the Lays to the Commonwealth of Virginia celebrating that point.
Anywhere you travel in the country that Hawaii is playing.
Some celebrating more than others.
That's right.
Oh, there's a smile. Tella. What a year for Jakob. Cross-court kill from the right swing of Muklis.
Cal Fisher missed probably an opportunity to put up a triple block on that. You give Muklis 1 blocker, it's for sure finding the floor. You give him 2, and I still like his chances. Against 3, it might have been a different story. Cal Fisher's probably kicking himself in the butt. He should have gone over there and helped out, but Dimmy taking care of business.
So the member of the Norwegian national team, Tella, continues his service. Your most outstanding player at the Big West Conference Tournament. Left pin, cross court into the bench of Hawaii. A tad strong.
Little momentum shift here going the Bows' way.
Timeout, final timeout of the opening set for Penn State. Hawaii looking to capture the opening frame, just 5 points away here in Fairfax, Virginia.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300?
Really?
And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them.
$300? That's a lot of money. Once you take it out, it's just never the same.
The color always kind of fades.
Add Downy to your wash to protect your clothes. Downy does more than detergent alone. It smooths and conditions fibers, so clothes look newer, longer. See?
This one looks brand new, like it just came off the rack.
I can't get over the smell.
Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
I need to expand.
You know, with Amazon Business, you can save on supplies and use that money to change things.
You know what to do.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
Well, it very much feels like a home court advantage if you look in the right directions for Hawaii. That's certainly the case in their conference tournament, as they have embraced their trips to the state of California over the years. But 3 time zones over. We are a half hour from the nation's capital, and Hawaii has found itself a 3-point lead in the opening set.
A little easier to travel out east for teams out west. It's a little early in the day, so they're wide awake right now. So are their fans back home.
Tella's serve continues. Free ball for his teammates. Tella will dial up a teammate, that being Muklius. And Muklius couldn't get the kill initially, but bounces back literally for the stop.
Brett Wildman doing such a nice job of being in the airspace and then upgrading his hands to get that. Unfortunately, Toby just swinging into a block that scrambled in the right time in the right place.
So Tella remains camped out behind the service line. 4 points away from claiming the opening set. It's going to find its way to row 4. The swing from Fisher will give Hawaii its 22nd point.
Hawaii on a 6-3 run right now. Finding a little bit of momentum. Penn State's got to rally back here, see if they can steal this one back. Running out of runway.
Defense continues to win points here in the late stretch for Hawaii. Again, Voss from Rio de Janeiro.
Such a good dig.
Just enough real estate. As Hawk has tracked it down. Won't be as fortunate that time.
Such a good dig by Shuey. Standing in the right spot, just keeping his hands down, palms up, just makes a nice dig, gives his team another chance. Unfortunately, didn't go his way, but it's good defense by the kid.
All right, Penn State has work to do, but this first set, certainly not over. But no room for error.
The right guy behind the line for him, Fisher, a deadly weapon. They're going to do it. This is the time.
At the net. That one off the forehead. That's what he intended the first time. As Guilherme Voss, on the prior effort, had to go off his hand into a block off his forehead. That time, just a good old-fashioned right hand, able to slap it down.
Sometimes you got to cover your own ball, and the only thing you got is your noggin. Voss showing him how it's done.
His coaches had a good chuckle. It is set point here in the national semifinals for Hawaii in set 1.
I'm okay with that miss. I'm okay with that miss. Up 24-18. Got a chance to put it away quickly. I'm all right with bombing away at that thing.
A handful more set points still available to Hawaii. No room for error here in rally scoring for Penn State. Wildman. An ace.
68 miles an hour.
Mentioned a homecoming for him.
For all you young coaches out there, you notice that the starting server for Penn State was Fisher, followed up by Wildman, as arguably their two best servers. When you do all the rotations and how the sets work, you want your two best servers on the service line when it matters most. Penn State, knowing this all year long, they have not changed one bit. That's how it's been the entire year. You can flip your dial any way you want. Penn State staying with those two guys.
Mark Pavlik's men were ready for this opening set. Hawaii clawed out of an early deficit. Still set point here for Hawaii. And they'll put a bow on it. Chaz Galloway files set number 1 into the column of the back-to-back champs. They need 2 more by the end of tonight to have a date with UCLA. National semifinals, Hawaii and Penn State. First chapter complete, at least 2 more.
JC tried gain flings for the first time the other day. The scent made quite an impression.
And I swear by the moon.
was like that towel and JC were the only two left on Earth. But they weren't. You can always spot a first-timer. Gain flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze. Seriously good scent. Love Gain flings? Love our dryer sheets, too.
We should be more sustainable. Amazon Business can steer us toward more sustainable products. I feel good. What's next?
It's a car that runs on positive vibes.
I love people.
Amazon Business, partnering with enterprise leaders for smart business buying.
It's so nice you guys could stop by.
Your floors are amazing. We really need new floors, but the kids and the dog.
These are waterproof and scratch resistant from LL Flooring.
But Gary's so tight with the budget.
It's actually a lot less than we thought.
This is nice.
It's time to love your floors. Lumber Liquidators is now LL Flooring. Our experts make it simple to find the right floor at the best price, guaranteed. LL Flooring.
Everyone wants to make their mark on the world. But why make just one? Make many. All the products of your imagination. All the lives impacted by your courage. These are the marks that make a difference, that change the world. You may ask, what difference can I make in the Air Force? I say, all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us and make a difference.
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
Do something. Come on.
Oh! He's dancing! Pretzel Peter's busted a move. Pretzel crust is back!
Yeah, nah, they definitely know what they're doing.
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
Nothing scary about Energizer Ultimate Lithium. The #1.
Well, if you're having a May wedding in Hawaii, I think you can count on the turnout to be a little lower than you hoped each and every year. The Rainbow Warriors always have this week circled to be competing for a national title. They have not disappointed the last 2 years. Lincoln Rose, Jay Hosick with you here on NCAA.com. Great to be back with our crew after Hawaii claimed that second title last year on the campus of UCLA. They would love to host one day on the island.
I'm sure all the fans would love that too.
What an atmosphere. And
if Hawaii was in that final, you probably could rent out the Hula Stadium.
Yep.
Fill it up.
Cal Fisher gets us started. First point for Hawaii, but we take a look back at the opening set. Penn State had 4 aces, but they hit 037. Conversely, 409 the hitting percentage for Hawaii.
Yeah, the two opposites. Story had 2 different matches. Cal Fisher normally not hitting 0, but he's hitting 0 in that first set. And yet Demi hitting 571 on 7 swings.
Level at 1. As Fisher able to bury that one. And Penn State perfect this year, 10-0 in the EIVA, the Eastern Intercollegiate Volleyball Association. Won the conference tournament as well. This is after last year going 16-0 in conference, but losing in that conference tournament, and that cost them an NCAA tournament appearance. Meanwhile, Hawaii was dancing. Down some fingertips, as the Nittany Lions will level us at 2.
Koval going for the high, flat swing. Well, we talk about sending a souvenir to the fans. The international swing, if you will. Koval, well versed in that one.
Well, it all starts with the serve-receive effort. Brett Short, first team all-conference back there in that mismatched top from his teammates.
Yeah, that's not exactly going to work out in Koval's favor one-on-one against Dimmy.
Serve from Voss. They'll keep it on the left side. And a nice rally starting to develop. But all good things must come to an end at the insistence of Chaz Galloway.
Penn State doing a nice job of taking the setter out with the first contact on a few of those balls, threading the needle on one of them. If you can get Tella to not take the second contact and have somebody else just put up another high ball, I like what I'd see for the swing there.
Hawaii last year collided with Ball State in the semifinals. That was a 5-setter. They gave themselves a chance to repeat. Penn State hoping to push Hawaii to their limits here tonight.
Ball State, coached by a fellow Hawaiian, Donan Cruz. My boy's in town this week, spending a couple nights with the old crew here. Enjoying having him in town.
Serve from Bogner. Cole Hoagland with the hops.
Cole Hoagland, smaller middle blocker, but jumps real well, and that's a bad mistake by Owen Rose to just leave him alone and not pay him any attention. It's a nice set there by Tella, way to get him involved.
What a serve. Clocked at 67. And they'll go right back to him. That same right arm, no need to ice it just yet, but Dimi Muklius putting on a show for that point.
Look out below, but Ryan Merck didn't let it hit the floor without him slowing it down just a little bit, and almost got that dig to fall on their side of the court. Merck, one of the best liberos in the country.
6-3 Hawaii after taking the first set, 25-20. They'll try the opposite pin now. That finds fingers on the way out.
Koval slicing around that, hitting the fingertips. Bogner's got to get into his rhythm a little bit. Seems to be missing just a little bit rhythm-wise with his boys.
No sir, access denied by Fisher.
Cal Fisher saying, not so fast, my friend. You shall not pass here.
Galloway. Not going to be able to track that one down.
A little bit of miscommunication there. Somebody looked like they didn't know who was going to get that or not.
You and I had a communication breakdown. I thought you were playing that. I got a piece of it. We may have to go to replay.
Might have to. Hawaii just looks comfortable right now. They like this kind of environment. They like this kind of party.
And Galloway out of San Diego. Serve from the junior out of the 6-1-9. Penn State thought that ball got down at the moment. At the moment, it's Hawaii's point, but you have a feeling that laminated green card's coming out.
It should. I looked down to me from here, and I had it right in front of me.
Well, at the moment, non-committal Mark Pavlik wants to chat about it. I think he wants a little clarification first. And they've overruled it without the need of a challenge.
You know, Pavlik is one of those coaches that's calls. I wonder what he went up to and said the down ref. That was some smooth talking by Pav over there. Rainbow's not putting up a fight though. They know. The Warriors know.
Oh, reclaimed the point. In Hawaii's last loss, Long Beach State, March 17th. The weekend prior is when they fell against Penn State. And a bit long from Hoagland.
Oh.
Sheward somehow gets under it. Into the block, anchored by talented Nittany Lions up front, including Izionu.
Toby just elevates so high, so far in your airspace for so long. It's like hitting in a phone booth.
Challenge accepted. Voss taking the elevator to the penthouse on that one.
You know, and when you watch men's volleyball over the years, it's a lot of fun when you see players or setters repeat the same position on the other side to show that they got one too. Two of the better middle blockers in the country getting after it.
Della stays with Penn State, and a little communication breakdown for Hawaii, understandable, but it'll cost him a point. And we're level.
Yeah, Dimmy doing the right thing. He knew that two players had touched it, had to send it over. He couldn't just put it up in the middle of the court. He had to take a shot. Unfortunately, it did not go his way. But good recognition there. It's like watching a prize fight, Lincoln. Two Mike Tyson giant haymakers.
But is it going to be a 3-round TKO or a 5-round classic? No ace. Inside the pin. And undeterred by the presence of Izionu, Voss, the Brazilian.
Such good read blocking there. Was not fazed by Cole Bogner's fake attempt to swing. Did not faze him at all. Just sat there and waited. He knew Toby was going to get that ball. It's a good block there by the Brazilian.
Charlie Wade took the opportunity with the mop coming out to talk to his libero. As Hawaii inches back ahead by 1. Hawkes. Not impressed. That's Kowal with the block.
Kowal not known for his blocking, but you put one in the wheelhouse for him, he'll get you. It's a nice block there by the Polish kid.
All right, service from, again, first-team All-American Toby Izionu. pushes Hawaii up by 1 here in the second set.
You get a big block like that, you got to put that next serve in.
Ryan Merck, the libero, comes in on the back row for Ezeonu. One libero on, one libero off.
Keone, potent weapon behind the service line.
Thim.
Just missed that.
Keone Thim's grandfather, one of the greats. When it comes to coaching this sport. Bogner. And good presence by Sheward on the back row to recognize that would go long. Well, is this set going to challenge King and Ohio State? What was that, 36-34?
I think it was 38-36, was it?
I think I sold it short. I think you're right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Three Rainbow Warriors in the heart of the net. Hoagland anchoring the block.
You're noticing that Hawaii is making an effort to get those triple blocks up, which is creating a little havoc for the Penn State blockers. Penn State choosing not to triple block that often. Could it be a mistake?
Swinging with confidence, but that time long. But Hawaii had strung some points together, still hanging on to a 1-point edge for Kowal. Now the serve for Penn State. Tight at the net, salvaged by Tella.
Oh.
It's out off Penn State. I don't know how Tella kept that ball playable and over, but he does.
I'll tell you what, there was a few questionable touches in that rally on both sides. Referees choosing to let the boys play. Tella on that one back set, I could have sworn that thing was below his navel when he made that thing. But the referees letting it play on. Kudos to them for that.
Galloway. Nittany Lions back in the score column, Brett Wildman.
Wildman having a very pedestrian night tonight, hitting .077 for the match. It's a very low number for him. Cal Fisher also only hitting .167. You have to get a little more production out of their two best hitters.
All right, here's Jack Champagne, senior out of Glenview, Illinois. Hawaii first to 15 here in this opening set.
You've been watching Hawaii all of Tella's career. He is known for a deadly second contact swing.
So a two. As the Rainbow Warriors have already taken set number 1. First to 15 here in the second set will send us to a media break. We call it a must-win set for the Nittany Lions if they want to keep their dreams alive to play for a third national title on Saturday.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300?
Really?
And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them.
$300? That's a lot of money. Once you take it out, it's just never the same.
The color always kind of fades.
Add Downy to your wash to protect your clothes. Downy does more than detergent alone. It smooths and conditions fibers, so clothes look newer, longer. See?
This one looks brand new, like it just came off the rack.
I can't get over the smell.
Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
This is the way. Men's college volleyball. First week of May. Last 2 years, the final win has fallen the way of Hawaii, as officially their first 2 national championships. They were runners-up in 2019 to Long Beach State. Before that, 1996 as well. The Rainbow Warriors make the trek to the Eastern Time Zone. They take on the Nittany Lions for a second time this year, hoping to avenge a loss in which Penn State deserved very much the 4-set victory when they collided back on March 10th. Able to tool the block. That'll put an end to the serve of Akana.
Hawaii looking for the call. Maybe they thought that might have been in on that block down. Not putting up much of a fight, though.
Ace.
Lefty serves so dangerous in the men's game. They come at so much pace, and it's a backward spin than you're used to. Cal Fisher bringing the heat.
Penn State hitting 286 this set, 146 for the match. Hawaii still hitting 350 this set. They're level at 15. Free ball for the Rainbow Warriors. Gratis taken advantage of by Voss.
Spiro's going OT over Kerr, who is a big boy. Touches about 11-6. Spiro's hitting over the top of that. Nice follow-up by Voss, though.
Just the 3rd kill for Voss, who's hitting 750. Penn State trying to get back on track with Isionu down the middle.
Be nice if they could run him a little bit more often. I like the matchup with him and anybody. Him and Merrick McHenry, 2 of the high flyers in the college game right now.
It's just the 2nd ball he's been able to put away on 6 attacks. Wildman. Isionu will take advantage. That ball hovering above the tape.
Tella trying the old, now you see me, now you don't with the hands, thinking he can get one over the top. Penn State says, not so fast.
So we'll see if Wildman can string some serves together here. Penn State hoping to bounce back after dropping the opening set. We're level at 17.
Wildman with 4 service errors right now.
Jakob Tella did everything he could to look off the defenders by almost locking eyes with every teammate on the floor except one, the man he dialed up for that one.
Timmy up in the air going OT again. Hawaii just hitting at such a high clip in terms of altitude.
Serve continues for Hawkes. And we're back to being level. All of a sudden, we're getting pretty close to the late points here in the 2nd set. Who can put that little run together? Serve from Isionu. Galloway.
Getting a field goal through Bogner's hands. Galloway, another high flyer, just hangs up there, can wait a little bit and watch the block kind of go on its way down.
19-18. Good recovery by Kowal. Hawaii, the aggressors.
Only one word to describe that, Lincoln, and that is scrum-tulescent. That was very, very well done.
Timeout, Penn State. Mark Pavlik wants to talk it over in what, in all essence, is a must-win set number 2. It's Hawaii with a 2-point edge here in Virginia.
JC tried gain flings for the first time the other day. The scent made quite an impression. It was like that towel and JC were the only 2 left on Earth. But they weren't. You can always spot a first-timer. Gain flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze. Seriously good scent. Love Gain flings? Love our dryer sheets, too.
Your translation device works.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business. Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
No place we'd rather be than Eagle Bank Arena here on the campus of George Mason University to crown a national champion this week. Tonight, the semifinals, UCLA convincing. Able to get past Long Beach State, sweeping this year's 3 meetings with the Beach. A recent back-to-back national champion in their own right, preceding the current reign of Charlie Wade and the Rainbow Warriors. Mark Pavlik trying to take the Nittany Lions back to where they were in 2008 when they claimed the program's 2nd national title. Penn State just 2 wins away from lifting that 3rd trophy.
Just a bit outside.
And this is very much anybody's set. A serve from Bogner.
See if they could turn a real point here. Put a little more pressure on the Bows.
Bogner, another Virginia native from Chesapeake. Trying to disappoint the fans, chanting, "Let's go, Bows." Galloway. Well, apparently, Merck was clean on getting that one back up in the air. No lift, but no need for the Rainbow Warriors to track that one down.
Just too much missed opportunity on the Penn State side there. Seemed to be a couple of balls that normally would come up, and people looking around like whose job, whose responsibility was that. I'd like to see Merck take a little more control.
Demi Muklius. Free ball, put away, Cole Hoagland. All starts with the serve from the junior from Greece. Timeout, last timeout for Penn State here in the 2nd set. Back against the wall, already down 1 frame.
Your translation device works.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business. Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
These must have cost a fortune.
Nope, it was actually less than we expected.
Oh, they have old floors at home.
It's time to love your floors. Lumber Liquidators is now LL Flooring. We'll help you find the right floor at the best price.
Well, by looking around the arena, you would get the impression that every time you ordered a pizza with pineapple and Canadian bacon, somehow part of that was going to fund the band, the cheerleaders, and everybody else over there on the island to make this trek in the spring, this national championship week.
I'll tell you what, Lincoln, I like a little pineapple on my pizza, but I like it with pepperoni and jalapenos as well. Call it fire in the hole.
You can hold the pepperoni. I'll meet you with the jalapeno.
Absolutely.
A little too hot that time from Nucleus. Critical points. Can Hawaii close it out, or can Penn State put a run together and level us at one set apiece? Kowal. Galloway over the block. That forces him to swing high.
Hawaii looking for a touch. Hawaii.
No such luck, but they will challenge it. So Charlie Wade will reach for that green card, ask for them to take a look. The block forces the high swing from Galloway, but does he find a thumb?
That's close. Most Division I attackers are only averaging maybe 8 to 12 inches over the top of the tape when they swing. Look at how high Chaz Galloway is reaching for that thing.
We will let the experts weigh in ultimately with what they see on this.
Right there, it looked like it. It's possible. Call went Penn State's way, but it's inconclusive.
Well, for Penn State, you didn't have a timeout left in this set. All of a sudden, you do have a chance to chat with your players. Still trailing by 1 if the score currently holds.
Couple of Hawaiians out there giving some love. My boy Kaleo Baxter and Nick Costello, both assistant coaches at UH for the women's team. Watching the show today, having a good time. What's up, boys? Hope you're doing well.
Great to have volleyball year-round. Women in the fall, men in the spring. Of course, women have beach as well in the spring now, as the 90th championship adopted a few years back by the NCAA.
But tonight, my friend, we talk men's volleyball.
I'm for it. This is always such a fun week.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Maybe someday we could combine all of those volleyball championships in 1 week.
This is what they're looking at. Does it hit that left thumb?
That is really close. I bet it's inconclusive. But then again, they have angles that we can't see. So we'll find out right here. He's on the wrong side. There's the touch.
They caught the thumb.
There it is.
And that means Hawaii a little closer. 2 points away from making it 2-0. Wow.
That's a big shift in the score. Penn State liked it a lot more, and it was 21-22.
Hawaii hitting .467 this set, .442 for the match. Serve from Galloway. It'll be a short-lived service, the kill from Wildman, but you can no longer just trade points. Penn State must go on a run here.
Got to convert some opportunities that they've been creating over there and stop having these little mishaps that are stopping them from creating the points to score.
Rose. No thumb that time. One just long from Hawkes.
Boy, that makes that touch call even a little bit more wanted right now. Would have been a much different game, but Penn State coming back here. See if they can put together another one. They need another real point.
The sophomore. It is set point, Hawaii.
A float serve, the dreaded float serve into the net anywhere in Fairfax, especially in that moment. Anywhere.
First set fell the way of the Rainbow Warriors, 25-20. They've had to work for it here. Set 3 can wait.
Cole Bogner going against the flow there. giving a nice little dish of the rock to the Cal Fisher man. Going out, putting it down. Got your deadliest weapon behind the line right now, and you need everything you got.
Fisher with the full runway here. It's long. The back-to-back national champs are one set away, perhaps, from having a date with UCLA on Saturday for the national title. With that said, 2023 is still very much alive for Penn State. Can they find a reverse sweep in Fairfax? We step aside. Set number 3 coming up next.
JC tried gain flings for the first time the other day. The scent made quite an impression. It was like that towel and JC were the only two left on Earth. But they weren't. You can always spot a first-timer. Gain flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze. Seriously good scent. Love Gain flings? Love our dryer sheets too.
Your translation device works.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business. Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
Do something. Come on.
He's dancing! Pretzel Pete has busted a move. Pretzel crust is back!
Yeah, nah, they definitely know what they're doing.
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
What are you?
Oh, those are our new hardwood floors from LL Flooring.
Oh, these must have cost a fortune.
Nope, it was actually less than we expected.
They have old floors at home. Oh. Steve, you gotta get down here.
And bring the chips.
It's time to love your floors. Lumber Liquidators is now LL Flooring. Our experts make it simple to find the right floor at the best price, guaranteed. LL Flooring.
Some devote their entire lives. All we need are the moments. Full-time, part-time, in or out of uniform. How many moments can you give?
Second semifinal of the day for the Men's National Collegiate Volleyball Championship. UCLA waiting patiently to find out with whom they'll have a rematch. Will it be Penn State or will it be Hawaii? Penn State split with UCLA this year in 2 meetings. Hawaii got the better of the exchange when they met this year. Hawaii beat UCLA on March 11th, 3-1, whereas Penn State would topple UCLA on March 4th and then fall in 5 on March 9th. Set number 3 about to get underway. The serve from your National Player of the Year, Tella. Full commitment from Penn State at the net, left them vulnerable.
First triple block I've seen them do in a while, and Jimmy makes them pay, hitting high left edge.
So Charlie Wade, again, your back-to-back Big West head coach of the year. His top assistant was your National Assistant Coach of the Year in the ABCA. Mount Milan in his 10th year. A pretty decent dynamic you have there between Tella and Nucleus. On the right pin, the southpaw delivering. Fisher. See, Bogner, another Player of the Year honors in the EIVA for him.
Starting to see a little bit of rattling over here on the Penn State side. A couple guys on the court getting a little chippy with each other.
Same swing that got them the last point will hand one over to Hawaii. Hawkes with that student band behind him. Oh, great dig coming in, Seward. And his teammates will capitalize on the effort.
Timmy elevating out there, hitting OT on Brett Wildman. That's not easy to do.
Over the top. Undeterred, Wildman with the kill.
Brett Wildman and Cole Bogner played together for not only the last 5 years at Penn State, but for the previous 3 to 4 years with the club. They've been playing together for quite a while. They know what to do in these situations. Start saddling up the horse.
Been a lot more good times than bad together. Bogner again, the 3-time All-American. An ace. 6th ace of the night for Penn State.
Finding a seam. Seams are the best place to serve.
Wildman 6 kills tonight, tied for the team lead. He has 4 of the 6 aces for his Nittany Lions. Down the net. Galloway sends it back over. Oh, and off the tape, not meant to be.
You mentioned those 4 aces by Wildman, and he has 4 errors. Any coach in the country will tell you, if I get a 1-to-1 trade, I'll take it any day of the week. Usually they're okay with 1-to-2, 1-to-3 in some cases. He's 1-to-1. It's ridiculous.
Here is the service ace. Wow.
Good call there, kid. Nailed it. 68 miles an hour, finds that back line.
Now, I was talking about him, not the swing.
Who knew you were so prophetic?
I didn't realize you were going to call me that. Ironically, Wildman with the serve.
Now with more aces than errors.
All right, must win set number 3 for the Nittany Lions.
Charlie going for the challenge there, challenging the in-out call. I'm not so sure Dimmy really had to go that high. He only had one blocker up, and Koval did not necessarily known for his blocking.
A timeout. Hawaii up 2 sets, trailing by 2 here in set number 3. So a chance for Hawaii to get hydrated. Again, they got into town 2 days ago. That same night, Penn State was in action against Ohio State. A matchup that went 4 sets with the Buckeyes. That was a rubber match of sorts. They had split with the Buckeyes during the regular season.
Yeah, Buckeyes winning, or beating Penn State at Penn State in 5. It's been a while since Ohio State has done that. Kind of propelled Ohio State for the rest of the season. After that, I believe they went on an 11-match winning streak to win out the year.
We are Penn State. We are one of just 3 teams still playing men's volleyball in 2023. The others, Hawaii and UCLA, among the decorated programs in this sport. Let's give you a look at what our officials are looking at.
Oh, that looks a little wide.
Yeah. It's a lot of blue.
Give a shout out to Hawaii. Their shirts, either outrigger or rain spooners, always looking stylish on the sidelines. I think that's the right call. Not that the camera would disagree with me if I was wrong, but.
Well, pretty soon you're going to be able to start sending mail to Brett Wildman at the service line. He is taking up residency here, trying to guide Penn State to a set 3 win. Let the good times continue. Another ace.
Just call him the Red Baron.
Oh, it's a clinic. Something to show the kids how it's done. Hawaii wants to talk it over. Penn State up by 3 in a must-win. Set number 3.
Tide is busting laundry's biggest myth.
That cold water can't clean.
Cold water on those things?
Well, only one way to find out.
Tide cleans better in cold than the leading bargain detergent in warm.
Cold water can't clean tough stains? I'd say that myth is
busted. I always wanted to say that.
Turn to cold with Tide.
Hawaii calling this timeout here in the 3rd set, trailing Penn State and the fighting Brett Wildmans, who has served up, I believe, 3 aces alone here in this 3rd set with the season on the line. Wildman with 6 aces overall now. See if he can add to that. All good things must come to an end.
Tella so creative there with his hands. Just being able to go up and just to flick it just high enough for Voss to be able to put it down. It could have been an overpass very easily. But the damage has been done.
Onu. Something's in the water. Doesn't matter how you get it done, it's going to show up exactly the same in the box score.
Sometimes it's better to be ugly and effective than just ugly, and that serve ugly and effective. Ninth
ace for Penn State. Compare that to 11 service errors for the Nittany Lions. Galloway into a triple block, takes it head on. Oh, and almost eating up Tella. And Hawaii bounces back.
Still, I think another missed opportunity for a triple block there for Penn State. Choosing not to go up is Bogner. Just don't know if I think that's the right decision, but Penn State must see something that I don't.
Ninth NCAA tournament appearance for Hawaii. One barely within the reach of Rose, who just has to throw it long.
As we say in the business, Dutch boy with the kill or with the hit. A little bit of the paintbrush action.
I think that's the only country not represented in the semifinals tonight. Nucleus. All right, back to your conference player of the year and your first team All-American, the grad student Bogner. Tella, little element of surprise. Penn State ready. That was going to be a challenge. Kowal still had faith. Hawaii's getting an explanation. They thought it may have been a lift.
They might have been challenging 4 contacts. Challenge, touch. Not sure why that is. I thought it was clearly a touch. Koval known for that little shoot set dump. He's been doing it his whole career.
Take another look. That's right. A double hit from Koval, which is a 4th touch.
They're calling 4 on the question.
Left hand, right hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Obviously, we see that more often from a setter than somebody trying to terminate a ball.
Penn State did that quite often this year. They would get into a situation where they had a block pretty well established in front of them, and they would shoot set it over, shoot it under the armpits, shoot it over the elbows. Hold on to it a little longer than most times sometimes, but regardless, they got those kills. It's tough to defend.
All right, well, they're tied up. Tell us the highlights of volleyball at George Mason and what has you the most excited about next year?
You know, I'll tell you what, we've had a couple of years of some young kids coming in and getting beat up a little bit. And this year, over the course of the season, we were revamping a little bit of the culture and figuring out some ways to be able to hold each other accountable and figure out ways to make our program better, to increase the vision and scope of what we feel we can do. Got a great recruiting class coming in, got a great staff, great support from the university. Obviously, you can see they care a lot about men's volleyball here. They're willing to put on this kind of a party, even though we're not in it, and they want to see what the potential is for this place. So we're pretty excited about all that stuff. Got to give a little shout out to Ron Shaka, our sport administrator a few years ago, who, when I got the job here, we talked about trying to host this thing. And 2020 was the year that it was going to happen, and he retired right after that. But Ron, major reason why this is here. All thanks to you, bud.
They looked at it. They did not see a 4th hit. Point for Penn State, and the serve continues with Bogner. Hawaii trailing a closeout set 3 by 4, now by 3.
Bogner not happy with himself. He normally can make those digs too. He knows it. Coach McMillan talking to him a little bit, maybe give him an adjustment.
Why, with the same lineup that they had last year, the 7 starters who led them to that second straight national championship.
The old throw ball becoming a standard in men's volleyball. Personally, I hate it, but it's definitely here to stay. Some call it the power tip.
That one long. Academically, I'll point out these 2 teams feature the last 2 Elite 90 winners. The Elite 90 winner every championship side throughout the year, of which there are 90, since there are 90 different sports contested for titles in the NCAA at all levels. That is the individual with the top academic resume still competing on the final stage. This year it was Will Coons for Penn State with a 3.9 GPA. Last year it was Akana for Hawaii.
Got to give some kudos to the kids for their grades. Everybody knows that professional sports is not always what's going to happen for you after college. Going in there, using volleyball as the vehicle to get them to college, going in and working hard for 4 or 5 years, and then coming out with a degree, doing bigger and better things. Shout out to those boys.
Nittany Lions, a 4-point lead once again here in the 3rd set. The serve from Jack Champagne. Almost cleared the net.
Almost owed his teammates some donuts on that one. A lot of teams have a little something on the line when your swing or your serve goes underneath the bottom of the tape. Just nicked it, though.
Serve from Tella. He finds Merck, the libero.
Haven't heard Toby's name in a while with a kill. Toby going up there.
And Izionu using that full wingspan with the right arm.
Yep, reaching full well for that.
Back up by 4, trailing by 2 sets. Got the touch.
Penn State thinking they can make better digs by dropping Cole back.
And Hawkes, first team All-American. Hawaii was ready.
Hawaii wanting to call possibly under on that.
Galloway. Point Penn State. Brett Wildman.
Hawaii not happy with the missed undercall. Boss thinking that he interfered. You can go under as long as you don't interfere with any of the players.
Well, they were almost waiting for the ball to quickly come back to them so they could almost highlight the player who's down under the net.
Not sure if you can challenge that call. It's only 7 challenges, I believe, that you could call. I'm not sure under is one of them, which is a major disappointment. Got to change that rule in the future.
By the way, our guy Ryan reminds us Penn State had a 15-11 advantage last set before Hawaii all of a sudden kicked it into gear.
Well, something like this could definitely fire them up enough to make it happen. Crowd is getting electric in here, trying to fire up the bows. Penn State, meanwhile, just trying to be calm, cool, collected. Business as usual.
There's a question as to whether Brett Wildman has blood on his leg.
It looks like he does.
A trainer wanted to come out and help him. He waved her off. One of our officials spotted it and correctly insisted upon it. And he'll get the King Tut treatment.
Pav always smiles over there. Always having a good time. Working for him for 6 years. One of the best 6 years, some of the best 6 years of my life. Pav's one of the all-time greats. Love that man.
Yeah, you can talk to the unique atmosphere there. And the expectations that have been renewed. At the left pin, Galloway. A tad strong. Did they give him a touch?
Nah, Cole Bogner in the net.
Okay.
He knew it too. He's not happy with himself.
All right, second time tonight, we see Keani Thim. His grandfather, the winningest head coach in the program's history. Thim started his career at Santa Barbara Community College before returning. The product of Honolulu. As he'll come off after the error. Back on Voss. As Ezeonu will have the serve for Penn State with a 4-point lead.
Toby with the ace.
It's just that easy.
You know, sometimes people would say Toby doesn't know where it's going. That one did look like he knew he was going at that exact spot, but you know what? Does not matter. He got it.
Be kicked out of Vegas with this many aces and never be allowed back in. Ezeonu now stretches it to a 5-point lead. Got to be able to make them pay on those free balls. Battle at the pin. It hit off the antenna.
Bogner fired up. Penn State loving what they're seeing right now.
Boy, they do themselves a great service if somehow they could just run away with this one. That's typically not how it works, but Penn State, no matter what, wants to see a fourth set, needs to see a fourth set and a fifth. And the block stays in. Dump denied. Stays with Hawaii. Back row attack on Hawaii.
Cole Bogner with the joust, playing a little Q&S Mas Macho. Wins that little duo and then goes up and blocks the ball that was called over. Penn State fired up.
Más Español después de esto. Here in set number 3.
Tide is busting laundry's biggest myth.
That cold water can't clean.
Cold water on those things?
Well, only one way to find out.
Tide cleans better in cold than the leading bargain detergent in warm.
Cold water can't clean tough stains? I'd say that myth is
busted. I always wanted to say that.
Turn to cold with Tide.
Fathead will travel. Nittany Lions are hoping to stick around through the weekend. Here in a must-win set number 3, they lead 19-12 in this current set. Nittany Lions hitting .263, Hawaii hitting $1.30. It's a match where we've seen 10 aces from Penn State. First 2 sets, that was not translating to set wins, but even this man getting in on the act, Toby Ezeonu. They'll take it. Still some breathing room.
Good side out there by Charlie Wade.
And that last timeout from Hawaii. Still effective from Bogner. No answer down the line from Muklius.
Look out below. Little misconnection there on the Bogner first set to Owen Rose. See if he can get it this time.
And a foot fault from Muklius. About 3 of his 5 toes across that line.
Timmy calling for it. He wants the next one. Wants to get right back in the swing of things here.
Penn State, most points we've seen from them tonight, 23 in that last set. And Hawaii took 25-23. Remember, that was a set. Could have gone either way. Really hinged on a review in which Penn State was ruled to have touched a ball before it went out with all of a tip of a thumb. And again, back off the locks of the opponent.
Cal Fisher, one of the lefty opposites in row 1, swinging on the left side, real effective. It's a real tough set for those to hit.
Triple block, trying to work around it. Couldn't keep the ball in. Easily the largest lead Penn State's had tonight in a set. And Hawaii just cannot buy a point.
This match is the story of whose first contact is better. Hawaii's had that swing for the first 2. Penn State's starting to find theirs here.
Charlie Wade's going to let his men work through it. Set point for the first time tonight, favoring Penn State. Kowal to close it out. Galloway keeps us here in set 3 for now.
Nothing more ominous to see a middle blocker going up at the other middle and then to see somebody flying out of the back row, taking that bick right out of the air.
Here's last year's Elite 90 winner. Grandfather coached in the 84 Olympics, Tony Cram. A couple of cousins in the AVP. It is still set point for Penn State. And there will be no brooms broken out in this one. We are headed to a 4th set. UCLA will have to wait a little longer to find out their date. Mark Pavlik has a little more coaching to do here in 2023. He wouldn't mind extending his job into the weekend and pursue a national title.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load and enjoy fresher smelling laundry. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent boosters. Shop for Downy Unstoppables online, including our lighter scent.
I need to expand.
You know, with Amazon Business, you can save on supplies and use that money to change things.
You know what to do.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
Do something. Come on.
He's dancing! Pretzel Pete has busted a move. Pretzel crust is back!
Yeah, nah, they definitely know what they're doing.
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
What are you?
Oh, those are our new hardwood floors from LL Flooring.
Oh, these must have cost a fortune.
Nope, it was actually less than we expected.
They have old floors at home. Oh. Steve, you gotta get down here.
And bring the chips.
It's time to love your floors. Lumber Liquidators is now LL Flooring. Our experts make it simple to find the right floor at the best price, guaranteed. LL Flooring.
Mr. Wildman, no doubt, will have a future in serving clinics. What a show he put on there in that third set, and for the match, 6 aces. His performance at the line to start that set the tone, established a lead. Penn State really never looked back.
No, and like I said, this match is all about first contacts. It's either how good your serve is or how good your pass is. And both teams now are starting to find their rhythm on both sides of that coin. Penn State, though, having a little edge in that last set.
Tonight's already a win for men's volleyball. What an atmosphere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is a massive win. Anybody around the country who is a fan of men's volleyball is watching this game. Getting a little love from Tom Pestalacci. Getting a little love from Gary Sato right now, watching the show back home at USC. Elite E in Chicago.
Able to find the court is Yonu.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Toby get a few more sets this set. See if he can hold the middles on the other side a little bit more honest.
Brett Wildman. Little misstep. Wow. That is a ball Hawaii 99 times out of 100 should be able to take care of.
Cole Bogner playing a little game within the game, acting like he was going to go up with it. May have gotten Intella's view or vision, maybe. But Tella pretty smart. That probably didn't phase him too much.
After winning set 3, Penn State has to do it again. They'll squeeze it between the block and the net. Hawkes. And he's been arguably their best server this year. Only one ace tonight for Hawaii. Flying in, Sheward. Galloway. Back row, Wildman keeps it alive. Well, Galloway got a couple of opportunities and then says, I'll dial up a friend.
Some great defense on both sides of the net. People making some huge digs. I'm surprised Penn State's taking so much line on Dimmy. Dimmy's not hitting down line that often. Take a little more cross court away, see if we could slow him down a little bit.
Built-in cheering section on the bench for Hawaii. A quick night for UCLA. They are simply spectators the rest of the evening. And while they don't necessarily root for one team over the other to prevail, they wouldn't mind Penn State winning this set and forcing a fifth.
Oh.
That one missed, they say, the locks of Galloway on the way out.
Fisher wants that one back.
Not by much.
You wanted that one.
Looking back corner, unable to deliver.
That's twice out of the last swings for Owen. He's been a little bit late in his approach, sets a little high, and he's kind of mishitting a little bit. He's going to have to change that timing.
Voss. Free ball. Demi Muklis can't give an All-American that ball.
Nope. Nope, and nobody up. Bang fest, soon to happen. Penn State's got to slow this down. That time, Jimmy finding the line on that one.
It's all Greek to him. He'll head to the bench, celebrate with his teammates. Hawaii with a chance to close it out in set 4. Timeout, Penn State. They still must win 2 more sets tonight to play for the title Saturday.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300?
Really?
And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them.
$300? That's a lot of money. Once you take it out, it's just never the same.
The color always kind of fades.
Add Downy to your wash to protect your clothes. Downy does more than detergent alone. It smooths and conditions fibers, so clothes look newer, longer. See?
This one looks brand new, like it just came off the rack.
I can't get over the smell.
Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
Your translation device works.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business. Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
Not a lot of people are going to be pinched tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if this were March 17th. It's a slightly different shade of green, though, here at George Mason this first week of May.
Hawaii's starting to put into a little higher gear. Penn State's got to stop the bleeding right here, right now. You can't let it get much further ahead.
Penn State took that third set 25-16 after a nail-biter went against them in the second set, 25-23. Able to tool the block.
Owen Rose not happy with himself. He's not putting balls down like he normally does. It's time for him to go sit and have somebody else come in.
Yeah, it'll be Sam Marsh who comes on. The Brit out of London, England. Hello. Technically not an ace. Yet another termination courtesy of that gentleman with a 12 on his chest.
Well, Wildman hitting it with spin serves from the serve line. Voss doing it with float serves.
Bogner. As much as that third set meant to Penn State, a bumpy start here in this fourth frame.
Milan feeding information over there.
That one's off the scoreboard, and by rule, point for Penn State as it carried over.
Wildman starting to feel his oats a little bit here. Starting to do a little chirp through the net.
With that said, the rafters in this building are probably higher than these men are accustomed to. We saw one ball that in most arenas would have tickled the roof. Another big swing from the back row, but long.
Perfect opportunity for Penn State to pick up another real point right there. Still got a little ways to go in this one.
In Galloway this year, first team all Big West, is Hawaii tied with a 9-1 mark with Long Beach State. Hawaii would win the conference tournament. Long Beach State had that early exit in the semifinals in the conference tournament. Two teams from the Big West making it to the national semifinals tonight.
Sam Marsh with a really high toss on his jump spin. Watch how high this goes up in the air.
Everybody duck and cover, and in the end, that ball long.
Wouldn't be surprised this one goes to Hogland.
Marsh continues. Another error pulls the Nittany Lions within two, just like that.
Two unforced errors by the hitters. Teller putting up nice balls. Unfortunately, the hitters just missing it just a little bit. Dimmy Nutt settling everybody down.
Mark Pavlik plugged Sam Marsh in for Owen Rose, and what a moment Marsh has come through. More good than bad on that service overall.
Sam Marsh getting the six-pack off the reflection on the net on Toby. Toby giving his teammate a little love afterwards.
Hoagland. Wildman at the left pin. As Ezionu with a little dummy.
Wildman wants as many balls as they can feed him for the rest of this match.
Hawaii's lead down to 2. Fisher. Serve receive from Galloway. And again, long from Hawkes.
Field goal. Went right between the blocker's hands, it looked like to me. 3 unforced errors by Hawaii, and next thing you know, here come the Lions.
Senior from Pittsburgh, PA. Hawaii clinging to just a 1-point lead. They'll get a touch. We're level at 11 here in set 4.
I was very surprised that didn't go out to Wildman. Nice kill by Cobalt.
Well, a fantastic start to set number 4 for Hawaii. But Penn State has battled back, and they are forcing the hand of Charlie Wade to call a timeout to talk this one over. 11-11 in what could still be a closeout 4th set for the Rainbow Warriors.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load and enjoy fresher smelling laundry. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent boosters. Shop for Downy Unstoppables online, including our lighter scent.
We should be more sustainable. Amazon Business can steer us toward more sustainable products. I feel good. What's next?
It's a car that runs on positive vibes.
I love people.
Amazon.
Nittany Lions forcing the timeout from Hawaii. Hawaii has cheered their team on to a win each of the last 2 years on the final day, claiming national titles. As a result, Hawaii trying to become the first team to win 3 straight since UCLA won 4 straight, culminating in 1984. Those championships did not air on NCAA.com. Penn State's battled all the way back, and Ezeonu has Penn State up by 1.
Good slow down by the block there, giving Merck a little bit of a chance to make that dig. Get your popcorn out, folks. We're in for a good one.
The lefty Fisher, second team All-American. Finally, Brett Wildman does something. What a night it has been for him.
Firing up his crowd, pointing at him in the stands, firing him up. Got to give a little love to Cole Bogner with that set into the block to recycle. Such a smart play by the young man.
Brett with 11 kills, hitting .333 tonight to lead the team. 7 aces, 5 digs. He's chimed in on a couple of blocks as well. Get out of here.
Tella wishes he would have got that. He thought he could have, and he didn't. He thought Shuey might be able to pick that up. Why he's showing a little frustration.
Yeah, they're all looking at each other right now.
Penn State not going away.
12th ace of the night for the Nittany Lions.
Cal Fisher serving, 6 or 7 balls in a row. The damage has been done. Now Penn State's in the lead. Let's see if they can just keep siding out for side out.
They forced that timeout at 11-11.
There's a human rain delay right there.
Yeah, they're going to bring out the mop. And, well, tonight Mr. Muklius has 22 kills and also coming on for mop-up duty.
Yeah, you know, help the young lady out. He knows what to look for. There's a big streak right there. Somebody might want to look at that. Nope. All right. Hopefully it's dried up. Hopefully nobody slips on that.
It's a different streak right now that Hawaii's worried about. Penn State rattling them off.
Well played, Lincoln. Well played.
Where are we going next year?
We are going out to Long Beach? Is it Long Beach?
I believe that sounds right.
Oh, the Pyramid.
Hawkes, free ball.
Oh, Fisher wants that one back.
The first thing in a while that hasn't gone the way of the Nittany Lions. And Hawaii's back within 1.
The margin of error for wins in this game, so small. Every little point counts.
Down the line, denied. Now it's Hawaii putting them together. They have no interest in seeing a fifth set tonight.
Penn State's got to be in system here, see if they can get Toby involved. Maybe get Fisher or Wildman another one. Not gonna do it, I don't think, with that last swing. What good volleyball was that? Oh, the defense on both sides and the haymakers being thrown.
In the end, it's Penn State up by 1. Ooh, some bruisers.
Bugner giving a little hug afterwards.
Izionu. Denied by Marsh. Marsh putting in some quality minutes. Up 2.
Koval doesn't get it down with the arm swing. He'll throw it in between the block and the net. Good read block by Sam Marsh, too, on the Voss first swing.
A little grin from Mark Pavlik. All the coaching's been done. Time for the student athletes to follow through.
Just execute, baby. That's all you got to do.
"23 of those tonight for Mr. Muklius.
Just a little slicey-dicey right down the line there. Just enough to carry him off the arms, going out of bounds. Good swing by Dimmy. It's going to make him a lot of money next year.
All right, Thim back on to serve. Up 2-1, trailing here in set 4. Left serve, carries over. Wildman, free ball for Penn State. Can they make them pay? Block in part by Hoagland. Nittany Lions up 2, getting close to the late points.
Keone with a 70-mile-an-hour bomb. That kid is 6 feet. I've got 3 arms. That kid has a cannon for an arm. Generates so much speed with his torque.
Serve from Cole Bogner. EIVA Conference Player of the Year. Hawaii will take it. They have a chance to level this set right here if they can win their serve. Muklius still the only man for Hawaii, double-digit kills. Galloway stuck on 9 for the time being. Muklius has hit .421 tonight. 8 digs, 2 shy of a double-double to go with his 23 kills. "17 service aces for Hawaii to just 1 ace.
Tella, such a good, solid leader, always steady, never too high, never too low, just even-keeled, leading his team.
Hoagland. Another side out.
No confusion there on what rotation they were in and what they were going into.
In Galloway tonight, 9 kills, hitting .231, 9 digs. effective.
Hawaii wants that call so bad to happen, and it's not going to happen. Penn State smiling.
Tella's already been told no. This is what you're talking about. Looked like what they hope to be a throw.
I've seen that called across the country a few times this year, but they did not. She swallowed the whistle on that call.
Nittany Lions are the first to 20. Marsh with the serve. Critical points coming up.
Slow down. Are you not entertained?
Dimi Muklius.
We are in the octagon, my friends, and we are getting after it.
Still a collegiate athlete a little longer. Service continues for Akana, the only man with an ace tonight for Hawaii. Wildman blocked. And you can choose among the violations. It's a four-hitter. Just like that, Hawaii up one. Timeout, Penn State, season on the line. National championship berth on the line. The back-to-back national champs, perhaps 4 points away from a date with UCLA.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300?
Really?
And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them.
$300? That's a lot of money. Once you take it out, it's just never the same.
The color always kind of fades.
Add Downy to your wash to protect your clothes. Downy does more than detergent alone. It smooths and conditions fibers, so clothes look newer, longer. See?
This one looks brand new, like it just came off the rack.
I can't get over the smell.
Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
Your translation device works.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business. Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
They had a chance to close it out in three, but fell to Penn State 25-16. Penn State continued that run here into the fourth set until just now. Hawaii has inched ahead, 21-20. And there's only so much time left in this fourth set for ebbs and flows. Timeout was called by Penn State. Service continues for Akana. Galloway with the dig. Tella keeps it alive. Muklius will have to wait for that 25th kill.
Penn State finally getting a triple block over there against Dimi. Giving those blockers a little bit more opportunity to take more space. It's a good move.
Cal Fisher back behind the line. What a night. 25 kills for Dimi Muklius, and they still are going to ask for more. Hitting .415. And now the National Player of the Year, Tella, to try to close it out from the service line. They go away from Wildman. Able to find the right formula to make it 22 apiece.
Blow for blow. Wildman, the guy they want back there.
Has he served tonight yet?
I don't know. Maybe have subbed him out a few times earlier.
7 aces. Muklius.
Timmy aiming for the moon on that one. Goes over the top, but long.
Penn State strings points together. Now it's Hawaii calling the timeout. Nittany Lions 2 points away from forcing a 5th set, something Hawaii has not seen this year.
Tide is busting laundry's biggest myth.
That cold water can't clean.
Cold water on those things?
Well, only one way to find out.
Tide cleans better in cold than the leading bargain detergent in warm.
Cold water can't clean tough stains? I'd say that myth is
Busted. I always wanted to say that.
Turn to cold with Tide.
Penn State has gone 5 sets 4 times this year. They've won 2, they lost 2. Those losses to UCLA and Ohio State. Of course, they avenged one of those losses 2 nights ago. They'd love to do the same 2 nights from tonight. But first, they have to get past the back-to-back champs, Hawaii. Have to force that 5th set. We're still here in set number 4. Penn State up 23-22. That time, Muklius finds fingers. 24-22 set point for Penn State.
Cole Bogner feeling a little bit, starting to pick up the energy.
Who else would you rather have behind the line? Eyeing another ace, 12 for the team tonight. Wasn't in the cards there. No room for error for Hawaii here. It is still set point for Penn State. They can take it off the table if they can find this point. Hawkes.
I'm feeding Brett Wildman here.
We're going to 5. Penn State drops the first 2. A must-win set 3. A must-win set 4. Mission accomplished. We're on level footing.
JC tried Gain Flings for the first time the other day. The scent made quite an impression. It was like that towel and JC were the only 2 left on Earth. But they weren't. You can always spot a first-timer. Gain Flings with Oxy Boost and Febreze. Seriously good scent. Love Gain Flings? Love our dryer sheets, too.
Your translation device works.
Amazing. Say peanut butter.
Absolutely not. Sandra, what's next?
We need to hire, order supplies, control spend.
Just use Amazon Business. Hey, everyone, peanut butter.
Amazon Business, your partner for smart business buying.
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
Do something. Come on.
He's dancing! Pretzel Pete has busted a move. Pretzel crust is back!
Yeah, nah, they definitely know what they're doing.
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
They are Penn State. They are still playing volleyball here in 2023. After dropping the first 2 sets, including a heartbreaker in set 2, a convincing set 3, a nail-biter in set 4, and here we are playing a 5th set for Hawaii. Uncharted territory, believe it or not, here in 2023.
Both teams having a fantastic year. It's so sad to see that it all comes down to a mere 15-point game to determine the fate of both of these programs, but what a battle and what a treat we are all getting a chance to watch live here.
Points almost feel like they are worth double. Lincoln Rose, Jay Hossick, along with our entire NCAA.com crew, led by Ryan Jordan and Nick Young.
Key for this game is not to worry about the outcome, but to just worry about the next point. It's easy in a 15-point game to get lost in the fact that if you make a mistake, then all of a sudden you feel a little bit down. You just got to play each point like it's new and just fresh.
Penn State has hit 239 tonight, Hawaii 257. Penn State led by Cal Fisher, 13 kills, hitting 300 with 7 digs, 4 blocks. Brett Wildman, 12 kills, hitting 300, 7 aces, 5 digs and 3 blocks. Kowal, kill shy of double digits as well. Hawaii, Mr. Muklius, 25 kills, 2 digs shy of a double-double. And just like that, the Rainbow Warriors 1 point closer to playing for a title. They won those back-to-back championships, the pandemic in 2020 with no title contested. Denied them a chance to go, denied Long Beach State a chance to go 3 in a row. Wildman, antenna involved, they're gonna play on. They don't know, we're seeing palms to the sky from our R2, not knowing who hit the antenna. That's the concern, and that's gonna prompt the card from whichever coach lost the point, and in this case, that's going to be Mark Pavlik.
Yeah, he's going to challenge the blocker, maybe have touched the antenna, or maybe the ball touched the antenna after the block, who knows. Good reach out there. Cole Bogner flying onto the ground, sliding. Penn State only having 2 blockers. Tella maybe didn't understand that, knew that he had only 2 maybe and went to the right side. Wildman slowing it down.
Well, if that pin moved, it wasn't for Muklius.
Were they trying to maybe call a net on Dimmy?
Well, we saw the antenna move, and the only way it could have moved would have been in the net.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were contesting. Everybody kind of was up in arms about that.
I really think whoever lost that point was going to be asking for the review.
I would agree.
At the moment, Hawaii up 2-0. And now we're level at 1. Successful challenge, and that's huge.
That's a big point for sure. At a key moment early in the game. You don't want to get down too far, too fast. Some dude named Wildman behind the service line right now.
Due to lack of originality. What a night. It all started really him taking over in that 3rd set. But Hawaii inches back up 2-1.
2 missed serves by the 2 biggest servers on Penn State's team. But that's what they got to do. They got to beat them off the net. They've been successful so far doing it.
Ace. Hawkus was taking some notes.
70 miles an hour.
Again, he was your leader in service aces this year for Hawaii. Bodman down the middle. Tella gets underneath it. Keeps his own service alive. 4-1. And at what point does Penn State feel like they need a timeout? Well, the answer, spoiler, now. 1st to 15 here in set number 5. First time Hawaii has been taking the distance.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. Downy Unstoppable's in-wash scent boosters keep your laundry smelling fresh way longer than detergent alone. Pour a cap of Downy Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load and enjoy fresher smelling laundry. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent boosters. Shop for Downy Unstoppables online, including our lighter scent.
For bathroom odors that linger, try Febreze Small Spaces. Just press firmly and it continuously fights odors in the air and on soft surfaces for 45 days. Breathe happy, Febreze, la, 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 la.
Well, if you look closely enough, almost looks like 2 crowns for the 2 titles Hawaii has won in men's volleyball these past 2 years. Trying to play for a 3rd on Saturday. They won the first 2 sets, but it is not as easy of a night for them as it was for UCLA. On the other side of the bracket, the Bruins with the sweep, likely getting their wish, seeing these 2 teams go the distance tonight. There's the elusive second point for Penn State.
It's a good side out by Mark Pavlik right there.
Toby Ezeonu returns the favor.
3 missed serves in a row. Tough to win volleyball games like that.
Voss. Penn State's not going to get the touch. Let's see if they overrule it before the challenge. No, it is a challenge, asking for the touch. I think both captains are about to get a lecture here.
Going to the principal's office right now, getting a lecture.
Certain decorum needs to be met when addressing our R1.
I would agree 100% with the young man behind me.
Does it hit the right shoulder here of Tella?
It looks like it does. Ever so slightly.
Yeah.
I agree with the young man behind me, Mr. Kevin Barnett. We need to let the boys play.
He'll have a platform on Saturday.
That's right. Testosterone is a heck of a drug. Sometimes you got to let it out. I don't think we're worried about any fights breaking out in here. It's okay to scream and yell a little bit.
We anticipate the score is going to become 3-5. Penn State pulling that one back.
No one likes the fun police.
Now, be mindful, that would make Mark Pavlik 2 for 2 on reviews in this 5th set.
If it could only be 2 for 2 behind the service line, that would be even better. They're going to have to start putting those serves in if they're going to have a chance. They can't keep missing. But, again, they got to go for it. You can't just serve lollipops and hope you're going to get something out of it.
We'll note our officials have a few more angles than what we show you. We'll await confirmation.
Oh.
Did not see enough. The point stays with Hawaii.
6 serving 2 is a pretty large lead in a game to 15.
Voss continues his serve. There's the third point for Penn State.
See if Bogner can at least make them play volleyball on that side.
Bogner. Let's serve, carries over. Tella dials up Hoagland, a winning combination, 7-3. An 11-match win streak has to be extended to 12. Otherwise, Hawaii will not be pursuing a third national championship. An ace for Muklius. His first of the night to go with 25 kills. We'll switch ends. Hawaii the first to 8, more than halfway home. Figuratively speaking.
Penn State trying to fire each other up, walking around the net, changing sides. Might be a little too late, but we'll see. Penn State's been known to come back before. They're not done yet. The season is not over yet.
Their season was threatened by the third set, having dropped the first two. They won convincingly, 25-16. Then they were tested, but prevailed 25-23 in set 4. It's why we're here still watching volleyball in the semifinals.
The set's either going to Fisher or Wildman.
Serve from Muklius, up 8-3. A few too many of those.
Gotta have a little 2-for-1 rallies here. Get a side out, get a reel. Gotta have to do that if you want any chance whatsoever.
Down the line, Galloway. Finds fingers on the way out. 9-4. Can they put a run together?
This is the time. This is the place.
Moments ago, facing a 5-point deficit with minimal time for a comeback. Trimming it to 4 here.
Got to convert a couple points here.
Marsh has been up to the task tonight. Not that time.
I'm surprised Pav didn't go with a serve sub for him in this one, to be honest with you.
Penn State trails Hawaii by 5. Hawaii needs just 5. Hoagland.
You got the two best servers on Penn State coming up back to back. They're gonna have to get a couple of reels each to put this thing close again.
Yeah, first the lefty. Time to recover. Fisher sends it back.
Look out below.
Inching closer.
That point could be the nail in the coffin right there. It just takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of Penn State. That was a thunder.
Jakob Tella. Wildman pulls it back. 11-7. His 14th kill matches Fisher for the team high. Joined by Kowal, all in double digits tonight.
Penn State putting John Kerr in as a blocking sub for Bogner out there. Facing Dimmy, I like that matchup.
The block, but carries back over after Kowal was in the right spot. Comes away with the kill when it's all said and done. Bringing it down a notch.
Fisher almost forgetting that he had to make the second contact in that play after a dig by Merck. Puts up a ball, Kowal just throws it down. Got a little smile out of him afterwards.
(11-8). Timeout here late in the fifth set from Hawaii. Hoping to hang on, cross that finish line, and play for a national title on Saturday.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300?
Really?
And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them.
$300? That's a lot of money. Once you take it out, it's just never the same.
The color always kind of fades.
Add Downy to your wash to protect your clothes. Downy does more than detergent alone. It smooths and conditions fibers, so clothes look newer, longer. See?
This one looks brand new, like it just came off the rack.
I can't get over the smell.
Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
For your most brilliant smile, Crest has you covered.
Nice smile, Brad.
Nice. Thanks.
Crest 3D White, 100% more stable.
Nittany Lions trying to delight the faithful who made their way to Fairfax from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania with a reverse sweep against the back-to-back national champions. But right now, in a race to 15, it's Hawaii 4 shy of the critical number. Now 3 away. Galloway.
It's a bummer that serve ticked the tape. That was real close to being an out-of-system play for them.
Galloway with your only double-double of the night. 10 kills, 12 digs. Ezeonu. 3 aces tonight. Short-lived service. That one buried by Voss. Voss hitting .576 on the season, led Hawaii. He'll come off. They are 2 points away from a collision with UCLA. Screamer. Wildman again with the answer.
From unique opportunities come unique moments. Can Penn State string a few together in these last few points?
Will Coons comes on the floor for Penn State at the net.
He's more of a blocking sub right now.
Bogner. It is match point here in the 5th set for Hawaii.
That play was all developed by a nice tight pass. Tella went up and Hoagland held the middle. Spiro's flying out of the back row, thundering it down. This place is about to be electric.
They will be the defending champs for one more night in 2023. Hawaii survives, moves on, and will take on UCLA Saturday here in Fairfax for the national title.
What an amazing treat for us tonight. Penn State, hats off to them. Such a fantastic year. They had a legitimate shot to the very end. Going down 0-2, forcing it to 5. It shows you the level of the heart in those guys. And what do you say about Hawaii? Just a team of destiny right now, trying to go for a 3-peat. Just two fantastic teams getting after it tonight. Cannot wait for Saturday.
Penn State will still be searching for its first national title since 2008. It's UCLA who had an even longer drought that they can try to snap on Saturday at the expense of the back-to-back champions, the Rainbow Warriors. But it's Hawaii and UCLA, a couple of the powerhouses these days in this sport, will be the final two teams standing. That matchup, ESPN2 on Saturday, should be fantastic. For Jay Hossick, I'm Lincoln Rose. Big thanks to our entire NCAA.com crew led by Ryan Jordan and Nick Young. Always look forward to this time of year. What a battle these two put on. Penn State comes up just short of the storybook reverse sweep against Hawaii. The Rainbow Warriors survive. It'll be a clean slate when they meet UCLA on Saturday for the national championship.